Namaste Javins, Khush Raho. Myself Javin Dr. Barkha Khurana. Today we'll be discussing about the heart, which is a part of your human physiology. You all must be knowing that heart is the organ that helps in pumping the blood. That is both oxygenated and deoxygenated, purifying it and all. It is totally made up of muscles, which are cone-shaped. It has 4 chambers, 2 atria or atrium, and 2 ventricles. Now there are 2 types of circulation: systemic circulation and pulmonary circulation. In systemic circulation, blood vessels that transfer blood to and from all the body tissues, and in pulmonary, the blood vessels carry blood to and from the lungs. So this is the position of the heart in the thorax. You can see it over here. It has superior border, left border, inferior border, right border. Here you can see the apex of the heart. In mediastinum, that is behind the sternum and pointing left, lying on the diaphragm. Diaphragm is the muscle of respiration. The weight is about 250 to 350 grams. And you always feel your heartbeat at the apex of the heart. This is the horizontal section of superior view. This is a CXR, which means chest X-ray. You can see this shadow. This is the heart. See this one, this shadow here. This is of normal female and this is of male. This is the pericardium, which is the covering of the heart. It is 3-layered: fibrous cardium and serous pericardium of layers 2 and 3. There are 2 layers, parietal layer and the visceral layer. All these you will be studying in detail in your anatomy subject. Then we come to the layers of the heart wall. Muscle of the heart is myocardium. And if we consider 3 layers from out to in: epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium. The epicardium is the visceral layer of serous pericardium, and the myocardium is the muscle. In heart attack, mainly the myocardium is affected, and endocardium lines the chambers. See, you can see in this picture, pericardium, this red one is the myocardium. Here you can see fibrous pericardium, parietal layer of serous pericardium. Here is the cavity. This is the heart chambers. And these are the walls of the heart. See. Now if you see the chambers, we have 2 atria, that is right atrium and left atrium. Here you can see right atrium, and this one is the left atrium. Similarly, we have right and left ventricles. You can see this in the picture. Now the 2 atria are divided by interatrial septum. Inter means between, atrial means atria. So interatrial means between the 2 atrium. Septum is the division or the lining. Here you can see pulmonary trunk is there, aorta is the large. These are the 3 branches of aorta, main artery. This is right atrium, this is left ventricle, right ventricle, and left atrium. And the 2 ventricles are divided by interventricular septum. Now we have 3 cuspid valves and 1 bicuspid valve. The cusp means a flap. Flap is a covering, just like a lid of a shampoo case or some bottle. The tricuspid valve divides right atrium to right ventricle. Then we have pulmonary or pulmonic valve, right ventricle to pulmonary trunk. Then we have mitral valve, which is bicuspid. That means bicuspid means it has 2 cusps or 2 flaps. Then we have aortic valve. Here we'll study about the functions of AV valves. Blood returning to the heart fills atria, putting pressure against the atrioventricular valves. Atrioventricular valves forced open. So whenever the blood is returning to the heart, to fill atria, it causes pressure on the AV valve and it opens up. Fine. Now, when the ventricle fills, the AV valve flaps hang limply into ventricle. The atrium will contract and forcing the additional blood into ventricles. Now we'll discuss the functions of semilunar valves, which are two aortic and pulmonic valves. See, you can see in the picture, this is the aorta and this is the pulmonary artery. So as ventricles contract and intraventricular pressure rises, this pressure rises because of the flow of the blood. The blood is pushed up against semilunar valves, forcing them to open. And as ventricles relax and IV pressure falls, because the blood has moved out of it, blood flows back from arteries, filling the cusp of semilunar valves and forcing them to close. So here you can see in the picture, because of the pressure, the semilunar valve have opened. It is like a door. The valve is like a door. And when the blood has passed out, this closes. And it closes so that the blood does not move back again. So now we'll discuss about the pattern of flow. Body to right heart to lungs to left body to heart to body. First it will go body to right heart, then to lungs, and to left heart to the body. See, this is the whole circulation. You can see it over here. Through vena cavas and coronary sinus to right atrium, then to right ventricle, then to lungs via pulmonary arteries, then to left atrium through pulmonary veins, then to left ventricle, then to body via aorta. So what happens through the vena cava, which are the veins carrying the blood from the body? They move to right atrium, from right atrium to right ventricle, and from right ventricle, the blood moves to the lungs through pulmonary arteries. These pulmonary arteries carry deoxygenated blood for purification. Though their name is arteries, but they carry deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means the blood having CO2 and it need to be purified. From here, it goes to left atrium through pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins carry oxygenated or the purified blood to left ventricle and then to body via aorta. So aorta carries the whole purified blood to different parts of the body. From body via superior vena cava, inferior vena cava, and coronary sinus to right atrium. Then to right ventricle through tricuspid valve, to lungs through pulmonary valve and via pulmonary arteries. Then from here, left atrium via pulmonary veins, left ventricle through mitral valve to body via aortic valve, then aorta. So this is all in this session of heart. In next session, we'll be continuing the same topic. I hope you understood this session. And if you have any doubts, we can discuss it in the problem solving sessions. And this session is powered by Digital 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women University. Thank you.